Hi, I wanted to share something with you that I recently came across that might be of interest to some people who are building home cockpits. A lot of people using Air Manager and other vehicles to build home cockpits are using iPads sometimes in their panels. But iPads are expensive, and although the screen is absolutely beautiful, um, there's limitations to what you can do with them. The size is also an issue. The largest uh, iPad Pro is 12.9 inches, which really isn't that much real estate in a cockpit. So I wanted to share something I came across. It's a little monitor that I found online. Now, these are available online, eBay and Amazon. The prices are a little cheaper at eBay. I think in the 175 range. I'll put it in the video here. And this is just one that I picked at random. It's a Prussian. Uh, the It's a 15.6 inch, so it's the same size as my laptop. And it's got USB-C and USB and HDMI connections. After I purchased my unit for a bit over $200, I saw several options offered at different websites on eBay and Amazon in the sub $200 range. Here's just a few examples. Here's one from Amazon, and here's one from eBay. I think it's pretty much a generic item. They all seem to have similar specs. If you have a USB-C connection that on your laptop, you can just plug the thing with one cable in the video and the power are transmitted with one. But what I have done here is made a little bezel. Using the bezel that we've used on several instruments in Air Manager so that we have good touch control, and then just made the background the window with the bezel removed from Air Manager. That's covered in several of my earlier videos. The beautiful thing about this, and I'll put my hand up here so you can see, is that this is full scale. This is a 10.6 inch diagonal, so you have a full scale Garmin. And I'm thinking putting two of these. Now these things are extremely thin. You can see how thin they're, about less than a ½ inch thick. Flat screen, nothing protruding on the back, and just a few connections on the side. Now in this case, I'm using a HDMI, and I have a power connection and a USB connection. The beauty is that it's a touchscreen, and I know with Air Manager, everybody wants to use a touchscreen, but they're expensive. And also, some of the larger 24-inch touchscreens, when you put that on top of your yoke, position it above your yoke, it makes the panel awful high. So this 15.6 I find to be kind of a sweet spot. And you might not want to put all the instruments. You may want to put this into a cockpit and just use this for the Garmin. You could have the Garmin, and I'm thinking putting another one off to the right, and have a total of the MFD and the PFD with the audio panel in the middle there. That's what I'm thinking. And also the beauty is you can put your 6-pack or whatever else up there and have a nice bright big one instead of using a little iPad. You can have a nice big flexible main panel. Now the only negative I've seen for this so far, and I've only been using it just today, is and it's kind of hard to tell here, but if right now in slightly subdued lighting, it's starting to get dark outside, and I don't have the lights on. With slightly subdued lighting, the side angle viewing is really not bad at all. You can see it's pretty readable at all angles. Unfortunately, in bright daylight, this monitor only has rated at 250 CDs per meter squared, so it's candles per meter squared. So it's kind of low, not the optimum, but I'm excited about this because the form factor is just perfect for incorporating into a panel and just hiding it. It's just got such a nice small bezel around the edge. Now there's a slight setback for the screen, but you can see if we come over here and I try like touching buttons, direct to manual flight plan. Because I have really good control because these buttons are full size. I touch OBS here. I can touch the OBS button, DME, and so on. timers, everything works. And the autopilot controls are over here on this side too. And if I want to use the knobs, for example, to change the comm frequency, I can just touch those and use the circle. Or better still, of course, if you've seen the Knobster, this is perfect for the Knobster because we can use that, and then we just touch the knob, it turns yellow, and we can use one knob, has an inner outer, and so for this F and S knob with the push button and the inner and outer knob, we can duplicate that perfectly. So I'm thinking 2 of these mounted in a panel with MFD on the right and the PFD here, and we would be we'd have a really nice cockpit. And the nice thing about it is flexible. We can put another airplane up on it. I'm even looking at I have a little front panel I'm working on for the Zibo 737, and I think that could be incorporated into 2 monitors along the front and get almost everything you need. So that's so I'm thinking two of these and a Knobster in between the 2 monitors, where it's very handy located, and then maybe beneath it on the side that doesn't have the yoke mounted underneath it, several things like maybe the gear and the flaps and some of the basic stuff. I'm thinking that would be a cool panel, and in fact, I would love to get a stay level avionics build that had brackets to mount these in, and that would just be awesome. I love their real sim gear, but I'm just not at this point, being a retired airline pilot, I'm just not willing to lock myself into one type airplane. For me, the fun of simming is jumping around from airplane to airplane, and that's my real interest in using Air Manager and touch control with monitors, because I have that flexibility. Anyway, thought I'd share this with you. You might want to take a look at it. They're not too expensive. They seem to be pretty solidly constructed. Can't tell you about the durability, but I think it comes with a little stand too with some magnets that you can set it on, although I wouldn't be using that if I'm going to mount it into a panel. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comments below, and share with your friends if you like. I'd like to keep adding viewers, and just stay tuned. I'll be sharing anything interesting I find in the simming world with you as soon as I find it. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.